guys. Sri Lankan Sammi, retired with mom and dad. I'm here today to talk to you about things I wish I told myself when I was younger. Now, this is all advice that you want to give to your younger self, but I'm not talking about preteen or teen. I'm talking about the young adult, the 24-year-old, the 28-year-old, finished university, starting the new job and all that. This is the advice I want to give that. And it's mostly about financial advice and social advice. I have a list of things here, and most of them are basically social things. So I'm going to go over the list I have here, and I'm also going to give in my interpretations. Click the link down below. We'll see you all on the other side. So guys, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining. I truly appreciate you, my friends, my Sri Lankan Sammi family. I really, really appreciate you liking, commenting, and sharing. Please, if you like and want to support what I'm doing, click the link down below and buy me a coconut. What that'll do is I will go out and buy fruits and vegetables from local farmers and support the local economy. If you want to do it passively, just watch a commercial. I'm monetized, so if you watch an ad, that will really help the channel and help support us. Click the like, and that will send this video out to others who are just like you. And let me know, comment down below and let me know what kind of advice you would have given your younger self. Let's start off with number one, and number one is don't stress out. I remember when I was younger, I was always stressing about the future. I would go to bed at night and think, what do I have to worry about tomorrow? And don't do that. Don't do that. Because tomorrow is going to come and it's a brand new day. You can actually start over every single day. And that leads me into number two. Don't care about what other people think. It's not important. It's not important in the least. You spend a lot of time when you're younger worrying about what other people are thinking. And then when you get older, you realize that you don't care what other people think. And then when you get to be my age, I'm 55, you realize that nobody really cared about you. Nobody really cared what you were doing. And the people who you think do care are not the ones you want caring anyways. Because it's your family and your friends who couldn't care less one way or another. They're the ones who will support you during the good times and the bad times. So, what else? Focus on experiences and not things. You can always buy new things. You can always get new things. Experiences come once in a lifetime. I will probably never experience a few things ever again. First love, first kiss, first drink, first flight. Those things we'll never experience ever again. Here's a good one. As a young person, protect your ears when you're in the club or in your whatever, because when you get older, you can't fix that, and that in your ear will last you forever, and it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Learn to sacrifice. If you can sacrifice, if I could teach myself to sacrifice when I was younger, I would have retired when I was 40. I've talked about this before, about the stresses of financial. Is it gonna rain? Looks like it. The stresses of financial obligations. Don't get into debt. Don't get attached to a person or a thing, because that will tie you down. We all live on that premise of, go to school, get the career, get the family, have the kids, get the house, get the car. And those are all the things the government wants you to do because it moves their tax base and generates revenue for them and drives the economy. What they really hate is when you don't pay taxes and you make money and you save it all and live off your interest because you're not generating any income tax or not as much as a job, right? So that is not what the government wants everybody doing. They don't want everybody being entrepreneurs. They want everybody being workers because it's in the best interest of the society. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying as a driver of the business of a society, you have to have workers. So yeah, you know, Judge Judy said it once, you know, looks fade, stupid is forever. It's one of my favorite lines. And being thin and beautiful and all of this stuff when you're young is okay, but when you get older, yeah, I got a few pounds here, it doesn't bother me one little bit because you know what? I'm happy in myself. I learned that pretty early on that you don't have to be the muscle-bound guy or anything like that. If you have money and power, you can pretty well do or get anything that you want. Because that's true. That's in the end. You know, they say money can't buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Mercedes than in on a bicycle. It's a joke, but that's true. I have one less thing to worry about if I have money. Never let anyone tell you that you are making a mistake. Take people's advice, listen to them, and then do whatever you want. You're not living their life, you're living your life. That's most important. I tell young people all the time, your parents are important, your family are important, but you are not a robot, you are not a clone, and you are not there to provide for your parents. You're there, you should, but you know, they chose to have you. You didn't ask. You never asked for them to sacrifice. You, as a child, they all say, you know, I worked all my days and I moved to this place so you could have a better life. And I say, I never asked you to do that. You made that choice to do that. I thank you for it, but don't make me feel guilty about it because that's not fair. You know, having kids, getting the job, getting the career, that's all important, but it's not the be all and end all. I was a late bloomer when it came to career and stuff like that. I was successful early on and then I faltered a little bit and then I ended up being successful after. This is one of the things that I live by, you know, learn to live life, don't let life live you. What does that mean? A lot of people ask me, does that mean YOLO? And no, it doesn't. What it means is don't let life live you. Don't let the things and the choices you make force you to live a certain way. There are a lot of flies out here. You know, I say, oh, you know, let's pack up and go to Thailand. Oh, I can't. I have to do this. I have to do that. That's life living you. That's life living you. I don't have a bucket list. I live my bucket list. I don't have to make a bucket list. I live it every day. Then there's the thing about don't find a job like a doctor or an engineer or this or that, because that's what everybody wants to do and you're competing against everybody else for the money. You know, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an influencer. That's all crap. I want to be an NBA player. That's all crap. Okay? What you should do is figure out what it is that you like doing or what it is that you're good at doing, and then figure out a way to get paid to do it. and I was really good at that. I know that I can socialize and market, and I can influence people, and I figured out a way to get paid to do it. And I was a club host for 8 years in Korea and for decades in Canada. And so I knew I was good at that. I got paid very well to do that. Don't give up so easily, but don't invest time and money into something that you know you can't do or that you cannot finish. I'm kind of like that. I'm lazy in that I won't go and do something. If it's easy, I'll do it, but I won't go chasing things. But don't start something and then stop it, start something and then stop it, start something else and then stop it. Find one thing, figure it out, and then go do it. Always be honest with people. There's no reason to lie to people. They're grown-ups, they can take it. There's no such thing as a little white lie to make someone feel better. Don't do that. Be honest, communicate. People today don't do that. If you make a mistake, nobody's going to remember it except for you. People are very forgiving. Habits that you make and do when you're a young person will continue on for the rest of your life. You'll learn the word old habits die hard. It's true. Things that you do when you're young will follow you until the day you die. We lay down the path in our heads. You think the earth is flat, nothing's going to change your mind if you think that. Oh, travel. Backpack when you're young. I was so lucky that I got to travel when I was 16 years old. I got to travel to Europe, and that was what made me realize that I was not going to end up living in North America. Why I'm here today, why I moved to Korea, why I travel, is because I explored Europe when I was 16 years old for a summer, by myself. My parents shipped me off with friends. I went to Portugal and traveled around southwestern Europe for a summer, and I realized that life is much more diverse and multicultural than it was in 1980s Canada. Take care of yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Enjoy life, but in moderation. Drink, but drink a little. Eat, but eat a little. Exercise, but exercise a little. Right? So what I do now is, and I talked about this before about health, I take care of my health 5 days a week, and then on Saturdays I have a pizza or a hamburger or whatever. I don't drink anymore. One drink every couple of weeks when I go out for dinner. Always wear sunscreen. Always moisturize your feet, your hands, and your face. It will help you when you get older. 100%. All right, sorry. Let's see who's here. Someone's here. Yeah, so finally, I've been waiting like 2 weeks for this delivery. It's a light bar from my computer. It was stuck in logistics. I don't know what was going on there. AliExpress. Although I do like AliExpress. They everything that I get is good quality product. The final things are about your mental health, and that is really difficult to manage and maintain. I'm just going to give like a little pieces of advice that you take in bites, okay? Number one, let things go. Don't let it fester. People say, oh, that made me angry. No, you made yourself angry. If someone makes you angry, that means they have control over your emotions and you don't. I don't understand this triggered thing. Like, if you can't control your emotions, then that's your problem. It's not up to other people to walk on eggshells around you. You need to be able to control yourself. So, take control and responsibility for yourself, and others won't have to. So basically, don't let the little things bother you. Relationships, don't let relationships define who you are. You are not, that is not my girlfriend, or that is not my boyfriend. That is my partner, okay? And you don't need a partner to be successful in life. I'm single, I'm happy, I'm ecstatic, and I'm successful. I believe I'm more successful being single. But that's a personal choice. I'm not saying don't, breakups, emotional baggage, things like that can just ruin your life. So don't go down that road. The final thing I'm going to say is, don't let the world get you down. There's things going on in the world, and it will continue going on, and it has been going on for 2,000 years. And I say this about politics, religion, and business. Everybody says, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Well, are you the first person who ever came up with that idea? I highly doubt it. Okay? Governments change, but they always stay the same. Religion's always the same. It never changes. Relationships are always the same. They're hard. Human beings have been doing the same thing for 2,000 years, and it's not going to change. You're not going to change it. So you know what? Just let it go. I don't vote. I don't go to church or anything, and I don't really get involved in other people's relationships, so I have no drama. So those are the kinds of things that I want to leave you with. And if you think I'm right, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you like what you have heard or saw, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and please be good to each other. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retired with mom and dad. I will see you all on the other side.